Hi, my lovelies. Welcome back to my channel. On today's episode, I'm going to be making jollof rice using mackerel as our protein. So this dish is very yummy. Stay tuned to watch. So, without any further ado, let's get into this. So, the first step is to fry my marinated mackerel. So, I'm going to put all the spices I used for each step in the description box, so feel free to look at that as well. I fried my mackerel on both sides. I'm going to do this in 2 batches. Once I was done with frying, I did get ginger and pepper. I'm going to be coating my fish in this blend. So I put in some water in the ginger and the pepper, and then blended this till it was smooth. Got my pan, poured my my pepper mix into it, and then added dried chili with a local spice called Yeyeh, and also seasoning. I let this fry for a bit while I stirred, and once it was ready, I turned the fried mackerel into it just to make sure to coat it into the sauce. I let it stay on the heat as well, just to steam for a little while. Once my fish was coated, I placed all into my oven to let it dry for a little bit. Then I proceeded to get some of the oil I used to fry the mackerel. I poured it into my pan, just enough that I needed to make my jollof rice sauce, and then just making sure to get all the remaining sauce. And then I proceeded to add my tomato paste. So I let that sit for a while, then got my pot with water and placed on my on the gas as well to let the water boil. I'm going to be using the water to parboil my rice. So I proceeded to get my veggies, my fresh ingredients that I'm going to be using for my jollof rice. So this is pepper, onion, and also tomato. So once I blended that, and then I came to check on my tomato paste, it was ready. So I added in my blended pepper mix. I covered to let it cook. Then I proceeded to get my rice. I'm going to be using 3 cups of rice for this recipe. So that is the cup I'm using as well to measure the rice. So yeah. So I proceeded to wash the rice and also pour that into the boiling water to let it. We're not going to let it sit too long, just for a little while, just for it to come to a boil, and we'll wash that rice. At this point the rice was ready. I came to check on it and then I took it to wash, then came back to check on my pepper mix that was frying already. So this is ready, so I'm just going to pour in some of my spices, that is dried chili to make everything really spicy, and then dried curry and thyme. I started to combine, and then I proceeded to get my bigger pot, so I couldn't cook in the pan, so I'm just going to turn this over to have enough space. So once I was done with that, I got some water as well, rinsed the pan, and then poured that into the pot. So we're not going to be using so much water for this recipe, and that was my meat stock as well, and then I seasoned to taste. I covered this to let it come to a boil. Once it was ready, I stirred to combine, and then I got my rice and poured it into the boiling sauce. Mix this, stirred, making sure that it was combined together. Then I got crayfish. So this step is optional to pour crayfish. Some people don't like it, but I love it, so I don't skip. So we're going to let this cook now on low heat. Came back to check on my rice, and yeah, it was almost there. Covered again, then proceeded to get my veggies, that is spring onion. At this point my rice was almost ready. Look at that goodness, it's so this aroma and everything, like it's breathtaking. So I added some butter and also my spring onions to finish, with some onions as well. I stirred this to combine. Once I was done with that, I got my cover. I covered the pot and then let it sit for a little while. And yeah, this is the finished look. This is the outcome from a very short video. This rice was really yummy and I really enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed watching. See you in my next video. Bye.